This is an Ultrasabers Electrum Wind empty lightsaber hilt, and it's a pretty big hilt, you guys. So it's 1.2 inches wide and 12.2 inches long. In addition to that, I actually weighed it because it's pretty heavy to heft, and it's 1 pound 8 ounces, and that's without anything on the inside at all. So if you add, stuff on the inside, then it'll be even heavier. So the emitter and the pommel are both removable, and they're MHS compatible, so you're able to swap them out, change them around with a variety of Ultrasabers emitters and pommels, as well as many custom Saber Shop emitters and pommels. So the emitter and the pommel are both kind of held in place with some screws, which is a little different from some of the other Ultrasabers hilts. So in order to access the pommel, I need to actually unscrew this screw, and there's actually another screw on the other side. I need to loosen at least one of them enough for it to let me, before I'm able to unscrew the pommel like this. And then see, I could take, this is a custom Saber Shop pommel if I wanted to replace it with this one. Oh, this is also removable. Then there, I've swapped pommels, changed it around a little, and I've just learned that this ring is also removable if you don't have the screw in tight enough. So that screw has the dual function of holding this kind of golden ring in, and it also keeps the pommel in place. I suppose I should replace it with the original pommel again. But you do have several options with this hilt, several choices you need to make when you're purchasing. So one of them is related to the pommel. There's you can choose between having a kind of gold pommel on the bottom or a black. So that's just based on your color preference. And another one of the choices you have to make is related to the grip section. So this grip section here, this is actually metal. This isn't rubber, plastic, or anything. This is just part of the hilt. I got the rounded version, and they also offer a chamfered version, which is kind of more rectangular. So that's one choice you can make. Another choice you make is related to this screw. So the socket screw, like the one that I have, that's the default. You can also get a button screw instead for $10, which seems like kind of a lot to just change the screw around, but that's the price that they have. And I think that's about it for the choices. So there's the AV switch hole here, and it's for a 16mm AV switch. You don't have any choices with that, so you can't get a guarded switch hole. It's only AV switch hole. And then you have kind of all of these golden elements to the hilt, and the gold color that I received on this hilt was a little different from the photos. So it's a little kind of cooler gold. For example, here's my Apprentice LEV4, and it also has some of the golden elements. They're a little warmer gold. I don't know how well you can see that in the camera, but yeah. So it's a little color difference, at least for the hilt that I received from the website, but it's not that I'm complaining, it's just that it's a little bit different. You have some black down here, black up here as well, and then for the CoverTech wheel, so this hilt comes standard with a CoverTech wheel, and you can see that it's sort of like this raised CoverTech wheel. It's not a curved one, presumably because the curved one wouldn't really fit in this section very well. So that's a little different, and I think that's about it. You have some holes at the top, so that would be pretty nice, pretty attractive if you have the light installed. You'd have some of the light peeking through there. And then in this section by the AV switch hole, so these edges are a little bit rough. I don't think it would be too much of a problem, but I did kind of notice that you could maybe catch something on there. I'm not sure. And you can see there's just a little bit of a gap right there. It's not totally, this piece isn't like totally attached to that piece, I guess. But yeah, it's kind of a neat looking hilt, and I think that's all I have to say about it for now. It's the Electrum Wind by Ultrasabers, and this is the empty hilt.